Potions massively improve your Minecraft game, but they can take ages to make and it's a really manual process. I'm going to show you how to make an automatic potion making station, plus give you a schematic to paste into your world, plus a complete world download with a base. Don't you go anywhere. Hello everyone and welcome to another Minecraft farm tutorial and world download from me, Avomance. Today I'm going to show you how to make an automatic Minecraft brewing station that is completely powered using a recipe book. And then I'm going to build you a base around it and give it to you as a Java world download. Sadly, I tested it in Bedrock and unfortunately because of the way books and quills work, it doesn't work on that version. I'm sorry, Bedrockers. I've updated my free downloads page on Avomance.com to make it even easier to get your Minecraft worlds. Go to the free downloads page and you'll see each world is listed with a clear, unique link. Full instructions on how to install your world are given on both the page and with the world download file too. Full credit to RexxStone for the redstone genius behind this automatic potion brewing station. Rex has a great YouTube channel and the link is in the description below. So let's crack on with making this. For the brewing station itself, I need a space that is 19 by 4 blocks that goes 2 deep and 3 high, so I'm just going to clear myself some space. That will do it, 19 by 4. Everything you need to make this Minecraft potion station is inside this chest. These 69 blocks here don't have to be oak planks, they are structural blocks, but many of them do have to be redstone conductive. All these bits at the bottom, they're the ingredients for your potions, including how to make your awkward potion that all starts with, and then all the ingredients down there. Take a screenshot, pause the video, whatever works for you, let's get on with it. Pick one of the 4 wide sides as your front. Take out those 2 blocks and place it in a double chest. Pop out that one on the side and then put them in a hopper using shift click like that into the back of the chest. Place a brewing stand using shift click on top of that, and then a hopper using shift click on top of the brewing stand and also into the side of the brewing stand exactly like that. You are also then going to get yourself a lectern and place the lectern using shift click again on top of that chest. You can still open up that chest no problem because the lectern is not a solid block. These 2 corners here are going to be visible, so you want to turn them into a nice looking floor, whatever floor block you would prefer. And then whichever wall blocks you're going to use, pop them there, 2 behind the lectern there, another 2, and then another 2. Shift click 1 on top of that hopper right there, and then grab some stairs and place them upside down stairs right there. We are then going to place a double chest on top of that hopper. That's going to go there, come around the back and shift click into the back of that. We've got a double chest, and because that's stairs, we can now open that chest. Okay, just a quick message here. The redstone I'm about to do looks really complicated. I'll try and explain it as I go as to what each bit does. It's not as complicated as it looks, but do follow it step by step. Or alternatively, if you don't really want to do the redstone, just download the world. Go to avomance.com. I've already shown you how to do that. Full instructions are there. Come around the back of your wall and take out these blocks right here. Also take out those 2 blocks underneath the wall, and that block, and that block, and that block, and those 2 blocks as well, and that block. So you can see you've left those 3. You're going to place a redstone dust there and a redstone dust there. You're going to put a redstone torch right there. You're then going to get a redstone repeater and you're going to place it there. You're going to leave that on 1 tick. Redstone repeater there. Put that to 3 ticks by right clicking on it twice, and then you're going to get another repeater and you can place it at this funny angle. Now at the moment that repeater is on, you can see the light. That's because that redstone torch is powering that repeater, which is powering that block, which is powering that repeater. When we place a redstone dust there, that powers that repeater before the power gets through this block, because that's on 3 ticks, and that locks that repeater right there. Next, take out that block there that's just in front of that locked repeater, and then dig down 2 for 12 different blocks. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 12. Then knock out that single block, and then those 2 blocks like that. At the end of that, place a redstone torch facing on the side of the block, and put redstone all the way along these 12 dugout blocks here. Back at the front of your brewing station, take out these 3 blocks, and I'm just going to replace that block there with a structural block so as I can't see yellow through the front of the farm. I'm then going to place a redstone torch right there. I'm going to place a dot of redstone there, and then I'm going to place another block on top of that redstone, which actually cuts that redstone line off so that doesn't link up with the top. I'm then going to come around the front here and I'm going to put a redstone repeater into that block. I'm going to leave that on 1 tick. Now this lectern is the center of everything that works in this farm. Lecterns can put out a redstone signal depending on what page of a book that is on it is turned to. The higher the page number, the greater the redstone signal that goes out of it. And we're going to be using that feature to make the book select the exact items that are going to go into our brewing stand. If you're still watching, thank you. You must like what you see. However, less than 17% of you are actually subscribed. So if that's you, maybe hit that little red button for me and the notifications bell too, so you don't miss any other content. And that little like button needs some love too, if you know what I mean. It really helps out the channel, thank you. For this lectern to actually do its work, we need to suck a signal out of it, and we do that by placing 2 blocks by shift clicking on top of those 2 repeaters, and we take out this entire row of blocks here. Place redstone dust all the way along right to the very end, but not this last block here. Get a comparator and place that coming out of that block. What that comparator will do, it will suck the signal through this wall from that lectern and shoot it all the way along that redstone line. And the higher the page number of the book on the lectern, the longer the redstone signal will be. And we now need to stop everything being connected to each other, and we can do that by placing a block on top of this redstone. So count in 1, 2 and place a block there. That will break that redstone connection, you can see, and then count another 2 there, another 2 there, another 2 there, and another 2 there. But not on this last block here. We're going to place in a second circuit here as well. Now you don't have to, but I'm going to use a different coloured block just so as you can see the difference of the 2 circuits. Place a solid block next to the block underneath that first comparator, and then 3 more going along like that. On the third one, place 1 more block on top so it is proud above the ground. Place another block on top of that block that's already there, so let's cut that signal, and then cut that signal as well, and then follow the pattern along like this all the way to the end. You should need to place 2 blocks and then place another block on top of that redstone torch. Come back to the beginning again and grab yourself another comparator. Place it facing into this block, right click on it to put it into subtraction mode. That means it will compare the strength of the signal going into the side of it with the strength of the signal going into the back of it. Take one away from the other and square out a signal that is equal to that distance. Then grab a redstone dust and place it there and there. Then get a comparator, pop it in there. Redstone dust there and there. Comparator, pop it in there. Redstone dust there and there. Comparator, pop it in right there with a dot of redstone dust and another comparator right at the end like that. You'll find that you've also got a few connections made. We want to get rid of those connections. So place a block on top of that to break that, on top of that to break that, on top of that to break that, and on top of that to break that. And then right back at this end, to put a constant signal strength 15 into the back of this comparator, place a redstone torch right there. You can see that flows all the way along. Now take out this row 2 deep all the way along. And once you've done that, place a redstone torch on the side of each one of these blocks in the trench that you have just dug out. Stick a block on top of all of those redstone torches right the way along. And once you've brought that all the way back along, you should come next to the block that was already there. Then starting with that block, place some upwards facing droppers all the way along the entire length. Every single one of those blocks should get an upwards facing dropper, and it has to be a dropper, not a dispenser. And then come back to this hopper right here and shift click a hopper chain all the way along across the top of these droppers. And once that chain is in, place a hopper into the side, again using shift click of each of these individual droppers. And finally shift click a chest on top of all of those. Now there are 16 possible potion ingredients, and this is a 15 station farm, so we're 1 short, and that's Dragon's Breath. Now a lot of people don't use Dragon's Breath for lingering potions, but you can add this in as well. Just come on top of your chest and place a dropper facing into that hopper right there. You can see that's the back of the dropper. That's facing into the hopper, and that is going to be where we put our Dragon's Breath. While you're up on top here, you can just make out that redstone torch there. Put your cursor right on the inner edge of that and place a stair. That will place a stair that is backwards behind that brewing stand, and it just gives a better view for when we close it all up later on. You can also repeat that process there on that block with another backwards stair. And we're using a stair there because it does not conduct redstone. We don't want to be introducing any extra redstone conducting blocks into that cavity. I've placed signs on each and every one of those chests to show what is going to go inside it. Now, I've used signs instead of item frames because item frames are entities, and entities do sometimes have a tendency to increase the lag in your game. We've already got a load of chests, so we don't want to put any more in. If you're going to build this on a server, do check with your server admins just to make sure that they will allow this many hoppers, for example. I've coloured these 4 signs in orange. These are enhancement ingredients: redstone dust, gunpowder. They're going to make things last longer or be stronger or be corrupted. Then we've got these yellow primary ingredients. They are what make the potion that it is. Right at the front, this double chest will have water bottles and blaze powder in it because that brewing stand's not going to work without those. And right next to it, we've got our nether wart for our awkward potion brewing. And don't forget the dragon's breath. And I'm going to come along and I'm going to fill up with as much of this ingredient as we have got into each of these chests. Now, I appreciate that some of these ingredients are a little bit harder to come by. Ghast tears, rabbit's feet. You don't get stacks and stacks of them, but that's okay. Just put what you've got inside. And running out won't break this farm. All that will happen is you won't be able to make that particular potion. Then grab your book and quill. We're going to write a recipe book. When you open up your book, you'll see it is page 1 of 1. It is completely blank. In the description of this video, there is all the text you are going to need to cut and paste into each page of this book. Just open up that description, copy the whole lot onto Notepad or something like that, and then cut each individual page so as you have 15 full pages of recipe. I've also included a Word document on the world download page for this too, so you can cut and paste directly from that Word document if you would prefer. You don't have to download the world to be able to download that Word document. When you've placed that completed book on the lectern, place a wooden button there. Really important that one is a wooden button, and then a button there and a button there. They could be stone or wood, it doesn't matter. Now let's give it a test. I think I'd like a splash potion of night vision. In my brewing stand, I've already got 3 awkward potions that have been automatically made for me by the system. Right clicking on my book, I can see I'm on the first page. Now night vision is the golden carrot, so I'm looking at page 7, click done and hit that button. If I then come into that brewing stand, you will see the golden carrot magically appear, ready to turn this awkward potion into a night vision potion. But I'd really like it to have a longer effect, so I'm going to come along. Before that's finished, I can get the redstone dust, increasing potion's duration, come out of that and hit that button. What that is going to do, that is going to send the redstone dust to that slot right there. You see, there it goes, and immediately it was used. We can then turn this into a splash potion using gunpowder. Hit that button, the gunpowder will come and wait in that hopper until it is ready to go down into the potion. And when that's finished, that will turn into gunpowder and turn our night vision of 8 duration into a splash night vision of 8 duration. And if you wanted to make it a lingering potion, hit the button above the lectern. That will push a dragon's breath in there, and that will turn that splash potion into a lingering potion. Those potions have finished. If I click in, I can see the splash potion 8 duration. And then if I click that button, those bottles will automatically come into my chest right there, and this will automatically start to brew up myself some more awkward potion out of water bottle and nether wart. And there you have one automatic potion station that is ready to make any potion for you whatsoever. But now I need to turn this into a base for you, so I'm going to do that right now. Sit back, relax, enjoy the music. It's time for some building. transformation is complete, and I am just going to give you a little bit of a walk around before I set it up for your Minecraft world download. We start out on this little dock on this big old river under the vista of these mountains, and as we walk up the path we see we've got some beetroot on the left hand side, because you know everybody needs beetroot, melons and pumpkins on the right, nicely landscaped with a decent front. I'll show you the house itself in just a moment. In we come, and we have got our automatic brewing station as we made it earlier, but around it we've given ourselves a little bit of a living space. You can add to this area. I think I've left it as open as possible for you. We've got a little mezzanine area that we'll look at in a moment. I have got crops all the way down here, carrots, potatoes and wheat, with plenty of storage to be able to get into them, and in here you've got the access for your dragon's breath. Upstairs, however, we've got a proper base. You didn't just want an empty house, did you? You wanted something else. We've got plenty of storage on this side, just at the top of the mezzanine where you can see this double gable end of the house. Here we've got more storage and workspace, all the kind of workstations you are likely to need in here. You've got enchanting around the back. That is a fully charged enchanting station with anvils, and again more storage for you to be able to put stuff in. And then obviously you need a bedroom, so this is where you can sleep. I've created a little upstairs area as well, and here you will find your nether portal, again with a little bit more storage. And then coming up even further into the very top of this tower area, you have got your lookout, whereas if you open up any of these trapdoors, you can look into the north, south, east and west directions just to check that there's no marauders coming. The outside has been well decorated as well. We've got that twin roof gable with the tower in the middle that gives you that outpost we just saw. There's plenty of room, however, for you to be able to modify it the way you want to and make it yours. Go to avomance.com for this Minecraft world download link, as well as the full instructions on how to download this and install it into your Java world. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you enjoyed them, and I will keep on making. Also, if you're not done already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.